Hello humans, Alison and Toni from BlueLion here, your favorite HR team. Today we're coming to you with another episode in our pregnancy series. This time we're talking about, can I fire her while she's pregnant?
No one can fire me.
Can't fire her.
You can't fire me, but it's a legitimate question. We get
this a lot.
We get a lot. The first thing is, for being pregnant, no, you can't fire somebody because they got pregnant.
Definitely not.
Definitely
that's
no.
That's a hard no.
That doesn't depend. That's a capital underline, bullet,
hard
bold,
no.
highlight. Can you fire me because I have attendance issues due to my pregnancy? I have morning sickness. Maybe I got doctor's appointments.
That's a hard no, too.
Hard no on that second one as well. So the answer is no and no on those.
What about, wait a minute, what about if you stink at your job?
Ooh, there comes our special depends. Depends.
I feel like we should invest in depends.
We probably should. And well, and if you've had a baby, you might actually be doing that. So the hard answer is it depends. When did my performance or the employee's performance issues begin? Did they begin before pregnancy? Are they documented? We love talking about that word, documented. Have we put something in writing? And the reason for that is, if you start documenting somebody's performance during pregnancy, it could appear like you're trying to be sneaky and discriminate against a pregnant woman. So it's really important to reflect on a couple things. One, what has the company done in the past? What have we done with pregnant?
What about other pregos?
People in the past. Like, have we had issues with them? Are we being consistent across the board with our policies? It's also important to remember that people who are going through pregnancy have a couple medical things happening to them scientifically.
It's called baby brain, folks.
It's a real thing. The doctors believe it. Scientifically, there is a drain going on. So if it's memory loss, if it's comprehension, if it's retention, things like that all the time, make sure you're working with those accommodations. Make sure you're working with them to give them a little extra time. Don't be so quick to jump to something. If they just need a little more time or they need another kind of accommodation, you want to communicate openly with them about that. Pregnancy is stressful. You're creating life. It's not always a great time.
She's not having fun.
I'm not having fun. Other people do. Cheers to you. So making sure that you're communicating that information very clearly and checking in on them. That's a really big piece there.
Definitely make sure you are documenting if you are having performance issues. This is one of those times that we would strongly encourage you to reach out to a consultant like BlueLion to help with some further guidance, maybe guide you in a direction of ways that you can help the employee, maybe putting them on, some performance processes, ways to document, and, kind of get through this process together. And most often it is going to be a time when you're not going to want to be severancing during the pregnancy. Wait until they come back, see what they come back with as an employee. Maybe things were just due to the baby brain or the stress of being pregnant, and they're coming back as a new refound employee that you had before.
Yeah. It's also important to remember different states have different laws protecting pregnancy and maternity. So making sure you're paying attention to what your state says for what you can and cannot do when it comes to certain documentation. As I said in the beginning, is it attendance related? You can't write me up because I have, an OBGYN appointment. Those are protected things. So making sure you're connecting with an HR person at BlueLion. We can help you through those questions and answers. We can help you with the documentation to the employee, and we can make sure that you're doing everything by the book so you're not opening yourself up to liability.
We're now resident experts on dealing with pregnancy. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our videos so your friends can be as smart as you are. Thanks for joining us today.